Also topping local headlines tonight, news of an alleged scandal involving College of the Desert President David George. Some faculty members say he's connected with an illegal pyramid scheme.
Teachers say Dr. George has approached many school employees to get in on the money-making venture, and word is George himself might have profited from the activity. TV3's John Hertz has the story.
But you personally, have you been involved at all in any kind of activity?
I can't answer those kinds of questions, I'm sorry.
Dr. David George appeared to be taken aback by our surprise inquiry at the college earlier today. Assistant District Attorney Sue Stedding wouldn't comment on whether or not George's alleged activity was being targeted. But her superiors in Riverside did confirm an investigation was ongoing at the campus. What George is being accused of is commonly referred to as a pyramid scheme. It works this way. One person called a beneficiary starts it with $2,000. That person needs to recruit 2 contributors with the same investment called trustees. The pyramid then grows and is completed with the addition of protectors and finally benefactors. That's when the beneficiary collects a $30,000 jackpot. And COD English professor Steve Simonson says George is deeply involved.
4 people I have spoken with have told me that he directly approached them about joining his pyramid. Of course, nobody used the word pyramid.
And we've learned that George has admitted to a high-ranking teacher representative that he's proud of his alleged involvement in the gift plan. We've altered her voice to hide her identity.
I indicated to him that as the president of a college, there is a certain amount of influence when he's involved, and people did feel that it was safe because he was more or less recommending it. And he was very excited about the project, and he felt that it was winning a lot of friends.
But in a memo issued last week to the COD faculty, George tells a very different story. He warns that such activity is ongoing at the school, but makes no mention as to who is leading it, calling the clubs unfortunate and lamentable. We've learned that the school's board of trustees may ask for George's...
No one has ever seen T-Rex in person.
Its presence known this afternoon on the campus of College of the Desert. The reason? The recent discovery of a large pyramid scheme that involved a number of people from the college, including its president, Dr. David George. Standing by live in the newsroom with more on today's activities are Sally Sherry. Sally?
Thanks, Karen. This morning, investigators from the district attorney's office showed up at the College of the Desert with a search warrant in hand.
The search warrant, cooperating with them and what they're requesting, and that's what I'm doing right now.
What kind of documents are you looking for?
Relating to the pyramid games. That's about all I can tell you right now.
That is the money-making pyramid scheme that hundreds of desert residents, including numerous COD employees, are allegedly involved in. DA investigators were tight-lipped about their search, but we do know this. Investigators searched the Administrative Services Building, the Education Support Services Building, and a computer center located in the basement of the library. They downloaded information from computers onto their own disks, and the computers they couldn't download, they confiscated. As is to be expected, the investigation into this pyramid scheme is stirring up strong emotions.
The turmoil on this campus is because of an illegal pyramid scheme that has torn the school apart emotionally. Damaged working relationships will take a long time to heal. Trust and confidence has been broken.
I wanted to remind us all that we are none of us perfect, and we needn't be so sanctimonious and be patient and loving.
The DA's office carried out 6 other raids today, all at private homes. They are not giving out any names or addresses as of yet. Back to you, Karen.
All right, Sally, thank you very much.
George has previously said he will not discuss the pyramid issue because of possible litigation. And Julie Bornstein says George hired her to represent him in any legal matters that involve.
Today, district attorney investigators also served search warrants at the homes of some of the alleged pyramid scheme players. Now, they took materials from College of the Desert counselor Matt Monica's Palm Desert home, and they also searched COD President Dr. David George's house as well.
District Attorney's Office, search warrant, demand entry.
With no answer coming from inside College of the Desert President Dr. David George's home, district attorney investigators armed with a search warrant called in a locksmith to open the door. Once inside, they began looking for evidence that may link Dr. George to an illegal pyramid scheme that he allegedly participated in. Dr. George was not at home because he's in Arizona attending the funeral of a relative. Meantime, across town, other investigators from the DA's office spent several hours searching COD counselor Matt Monica's residence. With Monica inside, deputies looked everywhere, including the educator's car. At one point, Monica's wife, Marianne, came home, but was not let in. She broke down in the driveway, but was comforted by friends. Matt Monica, who also sits on the Desert Sands Unified School Board, has admitted to TV3 that he played the pyramid game. Late this afternoon, authorities brought out a computer and a box of unknown materials from Matt Monica's home.
The computer that you guys are taking, can you tell us what the significance is?
No, I don't have any comments to make right now.
But have you obviously taken out some what you believe to be evidence involved in this case?
I can't discuss that. You'll have to contact JR.
Okay. Any charges filed against Mr. Monica so far?
I can't make a comment on that.
Matt Monica and his wife are not talking about the case. They're remaining in seclusion inside their Palm Desert home. Now, we've just learned investigators did not take anything from Dr. George's home today, but they say they did serve warrants on 5 other residences. We'll keep you posted on what their probe uncovered in the next few days.
Yes, had been checked out and was okay.
But critics like Palm Desert resident Susan Weber say that Ballesteros, along with Desert Sands School Board member Matt Monica, must resign or be pushed out.
She is a public official of such stature that so many children and so many adults look up to her that we feel it's not right that someone has participated in a criminal activity, as the state of California has said. We don't feel she can anymore do her job.
To hear that hurts a great deal, and I hope that the general community does not feel that way. They have not given me that impression, and I'm not planning to resign.
Ballesteros, who has not been approached by the district attorney's office, says the pyramid scheme involves more victims than criminals.
They're very fine people who never would have participated had they known what they know now.
Information continues to come forward tonight about to an illegal pyramid investment scheme.
Our Steve Volker has the latest developments.
For the first time, TV3 talked to McCallum Theater Director of Development Nancy Trapnell about her participation in an illegal pyramid scheme.
Did you invest in it and then get out once you learned it was illegal?
I was involved in the beginning, and as soon as I heard it might be illegal, I did, and I'm sorry, I just can't comment anymore.
District Attorney's investigators searched her office at the theater and her home on Wednesday for evidence that might connect her to an illegal pyramid scheme, a scam that could have attracted more than 1,000 people in the valley and involved more than $1 million.
Have you resigned from the McCallum?
No, I have not.
You're still working for the McCallum? Thank you.
Scott Smith is a former employee of the McCallum Theater. He worked there in the box office for a year before leaving last October. He says Nancy Trapnell and the executive director Nancy Delensick were 2 of 4 administrators who were involved to some degree in recruiting participants for the pyramid.
And Nancy Delensick was just involved with it a lot. I mean, they were constantly talking about it, passing notes, making copies of this pyramid thing, and wheeling and dealing, moving people around, erasing. At one point I believe it was on the computer, but I'm not positive. I don't know, because I never got into it that far. It was on email constantly, where we're meeting, who got in it, what we're doing here and there, which was, throughout the whole building.
We could not find Nancy Delensick at the McCallum or at her Palm Springs home, and questions have arisen as to whether the McCallum's funds have been used in connection with the pyramid scheme. The Board of Trustees issued this statement. The initial review by the board and its agents of the books and records of the theater has indicated that no theater funds, no proceeds of ticket sales, and no contributions from the public were utilized in connection with the pyramid investment program. Steve Volker, TV3 News, Palm Desert.
Child abuse charges may be filed against the legal guardians of an Oasis teenager.